Casper, what the hell was that? You nearly put me out the entire race. Bumping wheels like that, you could have put us both into the barrier. Casper, come on, man.
I have to make a phone call.
Casper! Ackerman!
Mom! Cancel the TV subscription. The entertainment is right here.
Oh, come off it. Do you really have nothing better to do?
Right now? No. And why would I want to miss this? You two are like characters in a badly written sitcom. He wanted your lot to sign Ricardo, you know. Ask anyone.
What do you mean?
The paddock talks, mate. And so did Ackerman. Should have heard him last season. He didn't care who he talked to, and he was always going off on one about you. He tried to stop him from signing you. He didn't want to play babysitter.
Oh, he did he?
Everyone knows. Have you not seen the way that people look at you? We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. Chin up.
Hey, Ma.
Hello, love. I saw the race and thought I'd give you a call.
And why's that?
Just to say well done, like I always do.
Oh, right.
I saw what happened in the race with Casper. Can't believe he wasn't penalized. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
And Casper, what's he said about it?
Nothing. He wouldn't speak to me.
Well, maybe keep trying. It can't hurt to clear the air. Just remember what your grandmother always used to say. The fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
I'm not even sure that makes sense.
Just whatever's going on, don't let it get to you. And call me later, okay?
Will do.
It's a great day for racing here at Le Castellet, and the drivers are making their final preparations on the grid. Let's hope for a thrilling contest then here at the French Grand Prix. Mastering a lap of Paul Ricard means getting to know 15 corners, 6 left and 9 right, for an overall lap distance of 3.6 miles. The two halves of the long Mistral Straight are separated by a heavy braking zone into a potential overtaking hotspot at the Chicane Nord. And watch out for the drivers running onto the distinctive coloured stripes, which are low in grip and highly abrasive. Here we are then at the Circuit Paul Ricard in France, the 10th race of the 2020 Formula One season. And the standings are starting to take some kind of shape, Ant.
Yeah, exactly. You've got your big three jostling for position at the top, so no surprises there. A little less predictable in the midfield, though you could make an argument for Racing Point underperforming somewhat.
The two Racing Point drivers denying each other points, perhaps. Well, it's all to race for, and a lot of season left ahead of us. So let's see how it all pans out. With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Daniel Kvyat, and Ricciardo, Norris, Vettel, Sainz, and Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Ackerman, Devon Butler, and Albon, Giovinazzi, Grosjean, George Russell, and Aiden Jackson, Magnussen, and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, we've not quite had the start of the season we'd hoped for, but we've got a chance to make up some ground today. Try to keep your nose clean and show us what you've got. Good luck, Aiden. P13, you are currently in P13. Albon is ahead of you, Casper is behind you. The gap to the leader is 4.8 seconds. Pit window opens in 5 laps time. 5 laps, 13 laps to go. Brilliant. Nice move. Okay, DRS is now available. pit window, you'll be on the hards. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Gap to teammate behind is 4.5 seconds. Okay, copy that. We want to pit this lap, so push now. The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form. Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit. Go, go, go. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Casper is in the pits, Casper in the pits. Our gap behind is 1.5 seconds. The gap to the car ahead is 7.2 seconds. Fourth position, you're in fourth position. Verstappen ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 7.2 seconds. They're on fresh hards. Ricciardo behind. Okay, the gap behind is 1.7 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. The distance to the leader is 10.0 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 6 laps to go. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap. If you continue to cut corners, the stewards will give you a penalty. Ricciardo is behind you. The gap behind us is 2.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:34.7. The drivers we're fighting here are Verstappen and Ricciardo. No issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Don't worry about that right now. Focus on the race. We're leading our teammate by 15.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 14th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 36.4. Okay, gap ahead is 6.4 seconds. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Currently, the fastest lap is a 1:33.4. Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres. We're in P4. Verstappen is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 6.7 seconds. They're on fresh hards. Ricciardo behind. The gap to the car behind is 1.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, gap to leader, 12.0 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. The gap to the car ahead is 6.6 seconds. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race. point race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
We've witnessed some great battles around Paul Ricard today, and they've taken a fantastic win. Business as usual for the big three, but a bit of a reshuffle in the midfield here in France.
That's certainly much better from Racing Point. Frankly, they should be in the mix more often. On a good day, they're as good as anyone in that midfield pack.
And they've certainly proved it today. After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
So, Aidan, it's a great result for you here today. The team must be delighted with a solid points finish. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm good. It's a solid result, but there's always room for improvement. I'm sure we'll be looking at all the data from today and working out how we can build on it for the rest of the season.
Well, it's such a great result, especially since it's your first season in Formula One. Would you say you found your feet now since the jump to F1?
I think there's always going to be hurdles. And look, you never know what's around the corner. Change is always difficult, but I think I'm settling in. The team seems happy at least.
So there's no current tensions within the team? We've all seen that you and Casper have locked horns.
I think there's always going to be a settling in period. It doesn't matter who you're paired up with. You've got to have a strong character to do what we do. We may have our differences, but I'm sure we'll get there.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Brian.
Aidan, just so you know, there's a full team meeting in 20 minutes.
No worries.
We just want to review our strategy while the race is still fresh in our minds.
Right, okay. I'll see you there.
Listen, while you're on, I just wanted to say that was some solid driving out there today. I'm impressed.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Brian.
Put it this way, it's been noticed. Well done, kid. I'll see you in the meeting.